The two exhibitions, one in Llanover Hall and one in Arts Central in Barry, are put on by the Women's Arts Association Wales to celebrate International Women's Day. International Women's Day being the 8th of March. So the exhibitions span that date. For many years, the Women's Arts Association has been exhibiting for that celebration at Arts Central in Barry. But when we moved out of Bhutan History and Arts Centre as a base, we were taken in, hosted as far as our address is concerned, by Llanover Hall Arts Centre, which was a great joy to us, of course. And so what we do there, as an exchange, as it were, as a thank you, is to put on 2 exhibitions per year at Llanover Hall. And one of them is, similarly to the one in Arts Central, celebration of International Women's Day. So that's why there are 2 exhibitions of Women's Arts Association work running at those 2 venues in Barry and Cardiff. They are both open exhibitions. The association is non-judgmental, democratic association, always has been. These 2 exhibitions are open in that any woman can submit a work, or 2 works, one for each venue, which are artists selected. They choose the work they want to put in for show. There's no theme set. All the women know that it's a celebration of International Women's Day. Some women produce work towards that, and some women simply, and quite rightly, put in a work of theirs that they feel is good and does due honour to the day, if you like. Not all the women who show are professional artists, and quite a few have shown over the years. Almost always there are 1 or sometimes 2 women who show their work, and this is the first time they've ever shown their work in public. And that's very exciting for them. It's very exciting for us, of course, because there's no proviso that the woman has to be an artist in any way. The idea is that the women are encouraged to be creative, and that's what the association is about, really. The 2 venues are, it is very interesting, the nature of the 2 venues. The Arts Central in Barry is a gallery. It is set up as a gallery on the ground floor of the town hall in Barry. So it's really centrally placed in Barry, but its entrance is actually through the library. So the ground floor of the town hall is partially the library and partially the gallery. The gallery is probably the best exhibiting space in South Wales. And the entrance, as I say, is through the library. So in a way, it's quite hidden in some ways, although it's huge and it's an amazing space, beautiful, it puts on some tremendous exhibitions. Basically, you would actually only be able to see that it's there if you went into the library, which is rather interesting. But that does mean, of course, that a lot of people and the public come into the gallery because they're curious in what's going on. They've come to the library and they say, oh, and what's happening there, and they go along. And also there are people who regularly go, so there's quite an interesting mixture of people sort of passing, as well as people who deliberately come because they want to see the changing exhibitions which last about a month each. Llanover Hall is a much smaller space. It's within an art centre, so that's a different basis, if you like. So a lot of people go to Llanover Hall for the different art and craft classes that take place there all the time. The building itself is in a residential street in Cardiff, and there are no shops or any other amenities, if you like, nearby, except there's a park, rather nice park there. So there isn't a lot of passing audience, if you like, to that exhibition, but the audience is almost all people who are interested in the arts of in any form: dance, theatre, ceramics, people doing some basket weaving the other day, for instance. And they all have the opportunity to see the exhibition because set within the gallery space or spaces is the tea counter. So people always have a break from their classes, they go and they have tea there. So the exhibition is always very, very well viewed, and it's viewed by people who are interested in the arts and crafts as well.